Who are the top returning front court players in the American Athletic Conference women's basketball landscape? That's an excellent question. And whether you follow the league or not, it is necessary to get a refresher because we have seen a ton of roster turnover for the 13 teams in the league. But we'll go through some of the best standout forwards from last year and tell you who is primed for a big year this season. This is many ways to win. All right. You look at the front court players returning to the American Athletic Conference from last year. I kind of group these into three different categories, three different kind of slices, if you will, of two-way forwards who could impact the game on both ends, scoring forwards, and defensive-minded forwards. Now, I'm not saying any of the players I'm going to mention are going to be limited to those roles. I think certainly their coaches are counting on them to grow out of those roles or even grow beyond those roles or to just stay in them and produce better if that can be done. But you'll see, I think, hopefully, the way I group these players as we go through them and what they did last year and what's expected of them going forward. We have to first start in the Sunshine State because I think South Florida, you can argue, has the most experienced front court in the American Athletic Conference in terms of returning talent. You look at Carla Brito, you look at Lord Putu, right? Those are two players who we expect to start this year, and they're both experienced, both great players last year. And Brito at 9.2 points per game, Putu at 9.5 points per game. They both crash the glass really hard, 8 rebounds per game for each. And they have experience playing together and they do different things, right? Putu brings a little more of the anticipation and the shot blocking touch and the length, whereas Brito can space the floor a little bit and she will rip the ball on occasion. She can also move it offensively. So I think when you look at who are the standout returning forwards, those two are the class of the league in so many ways. They should be even better this season, especially with the haul that South Florida got in terms of the backcourt. Scoring forwards, I would point you first to Kiana Rembert, who transferred from Charlotte to East Carolina. Again, Rembert is somebody whose career has grown since she left Illinois, where she was as a freshman. Spent a couple of years at Charlotte, grew under Kara Consuegra, and then last year under Tamika Reed. 10.9 points per game, 5.8 rebounds per game, and got to the free throw line making 3.1 foul shots per contest. She is so long and athletic. There's going to be touches available at the post position for ECU as they lose Amaya Joyner and the Weiss sisters as well. I think she should be an impact player and certainly one of the best returning forwards in the conference. You go from there to a freshman whose season was shortened. That's FAU's Aaron Rodgers. She sticks with the new coaching staff there in Boca Raton. 12 points per game for her when she was healthy before she went down with the season ending injury, 5.6 rebounds per game, and two plus free throws made per contest. I think she's only scratching the surface of what she's able to do for the Owls. You also add to that group Memphis's Tamaya Smith, kind of a late riser, if you will, in that group. 4.6 points per game may not sound like much, but remember, this is someone who late in the season scored 19 and 21 in the month of March. She shot 42% from the field. She was excellent, 92% at the free throw line, and she rebounded a little bit, 2.5 boards per contest. So I think Tamaya Smith figures to be a big piece for the Memphis Tigers in terms of length in the front court for the blue and gray. You go down to New Orleans, it's Tulane's Amira Mabry, I think, who stands out among the best forwards in this conference. Again, I talked about her being a potential breakout player. 10.9 points per game, 6.3 rebounds per game, and should play as a true post down there alongside Jordan Weaver this season. Another player whose season was cut short by injury was Hannah Riddick for the Memphis Tigers last year, transfers to Tulsa, and with 11.5 points per game last year, 8 rebounds per contest last year, and 4 free throws made per game last year. She certainly has the chance to do damage for a Tulsa side that likes to work from the outside and loves length as well. You see that in what they get from the portal, but also the shooting year after year for Angie Nelp's side. Riddick, not much of a three-point shooter yet, at least in game action, but certainly is developing that range and touch, and I think could be a big piece offensively for the Tulsa team that got a lot better through the portal after the season. And just rounding out that scoring forward group, UTSA's Adara Udo, very, very, very problematic to deal with on the interior. 6.6 rebounds per contest, got to the line and made 2.1 free throws per game last year. She's a force in a league where post talent comes at a premium, and I think she will grow, especially now having to pick up a little more of the down low load with Jordan Jenkins out of the mix for UTSA. Defensively, if you're trying to find a couple of forwards that still have some room to grow, I think you target Alana Rouser, who goes from FAU to Charlotte. She will be, I think, trying to improve upon 3 points per game and 5.4 rebounds per game. Also showed a little bit of the shot blocking touch as well for the Owls, and she'll do that for the 49ers. Uh, Rice has Haley Adams, who I think some people would still classify as a guard, but considering she's filled in 2 years ago for Shelby Hayes playing pseudo center, you could, I think, charitably call her a forward. 7 rebounds per game, 6.7 points per game. Again, like Rouser, a bit of a shot blocking touch as well, and can move the ball offensively. 2.5 assists per game for the Owls. So Adams should figure big down in Houston. And I think Temple's Jaleesa Molina certainly showed you something last year. 7.5 points per game, 7 rebounds per game. Made a big jump from the previous year to last season. Also stole the ball 1.5 times per game. And I think her length affected things in the interior for Temple. So I think she should be a standout contributor, among returning post players as well. If you're a North Texas fan or a Wichita State fan, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I don't think those teams have a ton of returning talent for front court players, but that just means more fuel to the fire for the kids who are desperate to prove themselves on those two rosters, and again, other rosters across the league. Maybe if they don't have the resume or at least the stats to back up what they think they can do this coming season. So, how do you see it? Let me know in the comments. Do so on social media. We made you laugh, we made you think, we made you cuss, maybe. Give us a like or share, or you can even subscribe to the channel. But when it's all said and done, get your rest, do your best, and we will do the same. I'm Tyler Springs. This is Many Ways to Win.